Alright, so there's been a lot of conversations about the time to kill in Modern Warfare 2, and I totally get it. A time to kill is a defining factor when it comes to an FPS game. When I say Rainbow Six Siege, Halo, Counter-Strike, Apex, Fortnite, you can immediately imagine what it feels like to shoot at somebody until they die. If you're not in the mood for a longer time to kill, longer, methodical gunfights that require lots of precision, you probably don't want to play Halo. You might be more in the mood for something like Call of Duty. Sometimes time to kill can be defined by how much health a player has and how much damage the average gun does. Or the time to kill can be decided by other factors like recoil, bloom, general engagement range. If you think of something like Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4, where the time to kill in terms of how many bullets it takes to kill somebody is really, really fast, but because of bloom and heavier recoil and longer distance engagement ranges, you spent more time getting shot at than killed. So the perceived time to die was a lot slower because people couldn't just laser beam you across the map. In Call of Duty, because most of the games were hit scan, if somebody put their ACR's iron sight on you at pretty much any range and held the trigger, you were bound to die quickly unless you had cover. If that ACR user had to tap fire to tighten up their bloom or to manage very difficult to control recoil, then that would be something else, and you would probably spend more time getting hit and dodging versus just straight up dying. Time to kill is a really interesting topic until you get into a beta of an Infinity Ward COD game, because then it's not really a fun topic anymore. You have people bitching and whining and complaining that the time to kill and time to die are out of sync, as if that's new. I'm sorry, I don't want to be this guy about this subject, but every Call of Duty beta has a time to kill, time to die disparity that is frustrating. You get killed faster than you should, and sometimes you kill slower than you should, and it's just stuff they have to tweak. You know, I don't know the technical terminology, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a developer, I don't work in the field, but to put it in layman terms, in relatable layman terms, they have to tighten up the netcode over time. I'm sorry that numerous Call of Duty content creators have lied to you, but Call of Duty is not copy and paste. They can't just take Infinite Warfare's netcode and throw it into Modern Warfare 2. It's not happening. Server stability, overall netcode and hit detection, it's just all stuff I expect to be on the fritz during a beta, so I try not to judge the game too much over it. It can definitely influence my opinion of the beta experience, but in terms of the game, I'm not gonna bitch too much. It's probably going to get better before launch, and it's probably going to take a little bit of time after launch to get perfect. Now, in terms of actual time to kill, time to die discussions, in terms of actual bullets to kill, I do think Modern Warfare 2 is pretty damn fast. And I'm of the opinion that if something fires over 700 rounds per minute, it shouldn't be able to kill with 3 shots unless all 3 of those shots are headshots. I disagree with low recoil versatile assault rifles with higher fire rates requiring only 1 headshot to benefit from the multiplier. So there are definitely things there that need to be tweaked and they need to be looked at. In general though, across the board though, I don't buy Infinity Ward COD games, I don't buy Modern Warfare games expecting a slower time to kill. I absolutely buy these games expecting to get melted faster than I can react. One of the beautiful things that Infinity Ward loves about COD, and I say it's beautiful because I personally agree with this philosophy when it comes to COD, is that if you stumbled upon the entire enemy team, you have a pretty decent chance, if they don't see you, to kill all of them with a 30-round magazine with most weapons. Yes, you die quickly in Infinity Ward games, but that means that when you get cornered or overwhelmed by multiple people, you have a higher chance of being able to beat the odds. Obviously, if 3 people know where you are and they're pushing you, they're probably going to win that engagement, but you have a higher chance in an Infinity Ward COD game to melt all 3 of them with some fancy movement, good use of cover, good target prioritization, than you would in a game like Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 4, or many other types of shooters. Without a power weapon, 3 Spartans cornering you in Halo means, good night. And I think it's interesting how many people buy Call of Duty every year, or specifically Infinity Ward COD games, expecting something different. Yes, during this beta, we've seen some weird TTK, TTD things, we've seen some odd netcode and weird server stuff, because it's a beta and it's Call of Duty and this is kind of par for the course. I get giving your feedback on it. Hey, it doesn't feel good to get melted in one shot by an SMG at mid-range. Totally agree with that. That should not be happening. That should not be a thing. I am not trying to say Infinity Ward's trying their best, guys. I'm just saying this is, sort of something that happens every year. I remember complaints about this with Vanguard, Cold War, MW 2019, shall I go on all the way back to the first ever beta I played, which was Black Ops 3. While I do think there should be some good criticism towards headshot multipliers and, the time to kill of certain weapons in general, like we all know the reason that the MP5 in Modern Warfare 2019 was so overpowered was that it fired above 800 RPM and could kill in 3 shots to the body. Unacceptable. Those are the things, in my opinion, that are worth criticizing. The fact that it has a fast time to kill in general, though, I don't know. You should expect and accept the fact that Modern Warfare titles, Infinity Ward titles, just kinda be like that sometimes. So being mad that the fast time to kill isn't being done right is one thing, but being mad that there's a fast time to kill, like, I don't know, maybe you're new here, and if you are, that's fine. I'm not trying to be condescending, but you should know that since Call of Duty 4, Infinity Ward has had a track record of lightning fast time to kill games. So going into this game expecting anything else is silly. Let's just hope that it can be integrated properly, let's just hope that it can be balanced properly and refined properly. We won't exactly know if that's the case until after launch, so you probably won't see me talk about time to kill in this way until after the game's been out for a while and we can get a feel for what the post-launch support of the game feels like. So basically around November, I want to dive into this topic again. Anyway, my neighbor has started mowing their lawn, and I am out of words for this topic. Essentially, getting one shot feels legitimately fatiguing and defeating, and we don't want that. But that's the stuff that gets refined over time. We won't know for a while about damage multipliers, DPS, and all of that, and that'll be topics again for later days, so expect me to dive into this topic again after launch. Thank you guys so much for watching this short video. See you when I see you. Goodbye.